In last class, we studied that redox reaction. In that, oxidation, reduction, oxidizing agents, and reducing agents. Okay, we all know about the definition and the process of the redox reaction, and we are also studied examples on that. Then the last topic and the last topic of this chapter, that is effect of oxidation reaction in our everyday life. Okay, then in our everyday life there will be different types of oxidation reactions are taking place, not only in external, in our body also there are different types of oxidation reactions are taking place. Okay, and in our body, in outside, there are different oxidation reactions are happens. Due to that there will be some effects are produced. Okay, then the main one effect of oxidation we all seen, that is corrosion, or we can call in other words as a rusting also we will call. Okay, then the corrosion is a one effect that is produced by the oxidation reaction. Okay, then along with the corrosion is nothing but the damaging of the metal. This corrosion is nothing but damaging effect on the metal. This is damaging effect on the metal. The main, when you consider the corrosion, that is nothing but a damaging effect on the metal. It is nothing but a corrosion. This corrosion happens due to the oxidation means yes, the gaining of oxygen or a removal of hydrogen. Means when the corrosion is taking place, there will be a adding of oxygen is taking place. For example, this is nothing but the Fe. Okay, Fe is react with oxygen and it produce the some compound. Okay, about this corrosion in detail we will study in the metal and non-metal chapter. Okay, in that I will explain all about the corrosion. Okay, but now you only concentrate, you only know what is the effect of oxidation on corrosion. The corrosion is nothing but damaging effect on the metal. Okay, it produces some okay, there will be a, this is when the oxidation takes place. Usually oxidation we will consider iron is react with oxygen and it produces the some iron compound. Okay, this is nothing but the corrosion. The corrosion happens due to the oxidation. And the one more the effect of oxidation, that is nothing but the very important, and we all seen that effect in our everyday life. The very important, so important, that is rancidity. Yes, this is also the main effect due to the oxidation. Okay, then what it means? What is the what happens when the rancidity is taking place? The rancidity is due to the effect of oxidation. Means oxidation means the gaining of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. When you left any substance to the air, air is nothing but what? It contains oxygen. Okay, when you left any substance to the air, in air there is a O2. When O2 is added to your substance, what happens? There will be a oxidation taking place. Because of that oxidation, the rancidity is happened. Okay, this is how the rancidity taking place. Then what happens when the rancidity is taking place? Usually you all noticed, that's what you noticed, the food containing oil or fat. Okay, when you left these food containing oil or fat, what happens? After some times there will be development of bad taste or bad smell. Okay, you all know your bakery items or in your home also some crunchy items. Okay, hapla or sendgi, okay, whatever you call. Yes, those all when you left sometimes, okay, there will be a development of bad taste or bad smell. That is due to the rancidity. Okay, that is due to nothing but the effect of oxidation. Okay, and not only the bad smell or bad taste, there will be a production of some volatile compound. Means some watery like substance formed on the food. Okay, you all noticed all about this. Okay, that is nothing but this rancidity. Then you all know, just when you buy the packet of Lays, okay, just buy the packet of Lays or any Karachi or any crunchy product, just left sometimes, okay, when you buy the those packets, the crunchiness of that those packets means those products are very very crunchy. Okay, the products are very crunchy, but when you leave sometimes, what happens, the crunchiness is gradually decreases. Okay, the crunchiness is gradually decreases, and we will not able to eat in a proper way, because that is nothing but a rancidity. Okay, because of that, the rancidity is the main criteria, okay, in our day to day life. Then, so what it means, what do you mean by rancidity, what happens in the rancidity? Okay, now consider the definition of rancidity. The rancidity is nothing but the and then the definition of rancidity. The rancid is nothing but the oxidation of fats or oils in a food, resulting in unpleasant odor and taste, is called rancidity. Means when the rancidity takes place, the whatever the fats or oils present in your food, it get oxidized. Okay, because of that oxidation, there will be a spoiling of food. Means it produce the unpleasant odor. Odor is nothing but smell, or it spoil the taste. Okay, that process is nothing but the rancidity. That rancidity happens due to oxidation. Okay, this is a one more effect of your oxidation. Okay, then there are different precaution are there to prevent this rancidity. Okay, then yes, I think you all now come to know what you mean by rancidity, why the foods in our home is spoil after sometimes, and just observe the biscuits. Okay, when you buy the biscuits, you all pack those biscuits in a airtight container. Yes or no? You not left any biscuits or any crunch items to the air. Okay, after cooking or after buying the biscuits, you all um, you all place those substance in a airtight container. Yes or no? Because to prevent from rancidity. Then the next concept, that is the method of preventing the rancidity. Then the next concept, that is method of preventing the rancidity. Okay, we all know now about the rancidity, why the rancidity is taking place, and what you mean by rancidity. Now we all know about whatever rancidity and why the rancidity is taking place. Okay, then there are some prevention by using those methods. We will prevent from the rancidity. We will prevent our food from the rancidity. Then the first prevention, that is nothing but the addition of antioxidants. Addition of antioxidants. Okay, then the first method, that is addition of antioxidant. Then what it means antioxidants? Okay, the name, it contains anti. Okay, it contains antioxidants, is nothing but which oxidize your food. The it contains anti means which prevent, which produce the opposite effect on oxidation, that is nothing but antioxidant. Then in our body also there are different types of antioxidants. Those antioxidants help to decrease the damage of cell. Okay, when the cells are damaged due to oxidation, then these antioxidants prevent the damage of those cells. Because of that, in our body also there are different types of antioxidants. Not only in our body, in our day-to-day life we are using the different types of antioxidant. Then what it means antioxidants? Then the antioxidant is nothing but a substance or a chemical. This is a substance or a chemical which prevent the oxidation. Means if you add any substance to means when you add a chemical that should prevent the given substance from oxidation, that substance or that chemical we call it as a antioxidant. The main important use of antioxidant means it prevent from the oxidation. Okay, because of that, when you add any oxidant to your foods, it prevent the spoiling of food, it prevent from changing of color, or it prevent from the bad smell, it prevent from the bad smell or bad taste. Okay, because of that, this is the use of the antioxidant. Because of that, there are different types of antioxidant. Okay, in your higher class you will come to know, but the main two antioxidants are, the short forms are BHA and BHT. This BHA is nothing but butylated hydroxyanizole. Okay, you all come to know in your higher class, but don't worry about these antioxidant. Okay, you should know about what you mean by antioxidant and what it makes to the food. Okay, this is the first prevention, means by adding antioxidants we will prevent our food. Okay, when these are added to food, the fats or oils present in the food do not oxidize easily. Okay, hence do not get rancid. Okay, because of that, this is the one use, that is antioxidant. Then the next prevention method, that is packing in the nitrogen. Okay, you all know your potato chips or plastic bags, those are filled with the gas, that is nitrogen gas. Okay, when the bags are filled with the unreactive gas, that is nitrogen gas, means this nitrogen gas is unreactive, this is not react with the other gas, and it also prevent from the reaction of your substance to the other. Because of that, when you add the nitrogen gas to your food stuffs or your potato chips or your plastic bags, these, because of this unreactivity, it prevent from the oxidation. Okay, it not react with the air, hence there will be no oxidation takes place. This is another prevention method. Then the next prevention method, that is nothing but then the common method. Okay, we are daily using that method, that is nothing but keep in refrigerator. Okay, when you keep your food, any stuffs, any food items to in refrigerator, it prevents from the water rancidity. Okay, this is the common method. Okay, then when the foods kept in refrigerator, the oxidation of fats or oils in the food is slow downs, means when you kept your any food items in a refrigerator, because of low temperature in a refrigerator, the temperature is very low, because of that low temperature, the oxidation reaction gets slow down. When the oxidation reaction gets slow down, the rancidity also becomes slow down. Because of that, the another method, that is you should keep your foods in a refrigerator, it prevents from the rancidity. The next method, that is storing in the airtight container. Okay, when you consider the oxidation, this is due to the air. Okay, when you left to the air, the rancidity is taking place. Because of that, storing in the airtight container, whatever the food or whatever the crunchy items, you should store in the airtight container. When you store in the airtight container, the food items are not exposed to the air. When those items are not exposed to the air, it slow down the oxidation reaction. When the oxidation reactions are slowed down, it prevent from the rancidity. Because of that, you should store your any food items in the airtight container. This is the another one method of prevention. Then the next prevention method, that is storing food away from the light. Then just imagine, when you store your food near to the light, after sometimes, because of that light, because of absorption of that light, your foods it produces unpleasant smell, or the food is spoiled. Because of that, you should store your food away from the light. When you store the food from away from the light, the oxidation reaction is decreases. Because of that, there will be a prevention from this oxidation. When you prevent from the oxidation, the rancidity is also not takes place. This is another method, that is storing of food away from the light. Then the last method, that is vacuum packing. Okay, in every factories or in every industries, in many cases, after packing, in every industry or in many cases, the containers are evacuated. Means when you pack, there will be some airs are present. Because of that, in many cases, the containers are evacuated before sealing. The containers are evacuated. That is nothing but the removal of air. Means no air is present in the that packing, or oxygen will be available for whatever the oxidation, or whatever the air is required to oxidation process, that all air is removed, okay, from before sealing. Because of that, when there is no air is required, no air is available, then the oxidation is not taking place, hence you prevent from the rancidity. Okay, these all are the methods of rancidity, and this is about the effect of rancidity. And these are some effect of oxidation. Not only in these two only, there are different types of effects are there. In your higher class you will study about that. Okay, by this now we end up with the first chapter, that is chemical reactions and equation. By this the chapter is completed. Okay, then I hope you all understand this chapter. If you have any doubts, please ask and please clarify, and I will send chemical reactions and the homeworks to you within a few days. Within 3 or 4 days you all complete that and send it to me, and also you complete the whatever the questions present in your textbook. Okay, along with that I will also send. Okay, this is about this first chapter. I hope you all understand the first chapter. If you have any queries, any doubts or anything, please contact me. Okay, thank you. And in next class we will start with the next very important chapter, that is acids and base. Okay, thank you.